Let's go to our forecast again, get an update with Chief Meteorologist Brad Panovich. Brad, that rain moving even farther north now.
Yeah, starting to creep up closer to the Charlotte area. It's right near the state line, but we do have some pockets of heavy rain down towards Indian Land, Ballantyne, Weddington, Waxhaw, towards Fort Mill as you head down towards TKK and the Rock Hill area, all the way down to Lancaster along Highway 9. Heavier rain is starting to move into areas of the Midlands of South Carolina, so this is a little kind of spoke of moisture heading north. The heavier downpours are down here. We're actually getting some flood warning. You see that first flood warning popping up south of the Columbia area. That's where the rain has been particularly heavy. So that's our first flash flood warning of the evening. And that's where I expect the heavy rain to stay, even though we're going to see some of this light rain continuing to push north through the overnight hours. So expect some wet weather overnight and early tomorrow. If you're heading out tonight or first thing in the morning, grab that umbrella. You'll need it. But as the day goes on tomorrow, we should see the rain begin to push out and temperatures warm up very, very much, all the way close to 80 degrees, even low 70s in the North Carolina mountains. Doesn't feel like November. This cold front doesn't quite get here. It kind of fizzles out, but it should allow for some slightly drier air to move in for the end of the weekend. More rain on the way for the end of the weekend. That's the secondary front that's going to come in and maybe give us a chance of rain Sunday into Monday. You see the rain chances tonight. There they are, already over us. They'll be with us through about, I'd say, 7 a.m. tomorrow. Then they'll start to break up a little bit as the morning goes on. An isolated shower can't be ruled out tomorrow, but drier weather for your Thursday and your Friday. Notice the shift in the wind there. That's key. That's going to get rid of these muggy dew points, which are in the 60s and 70s right now. That's summer type dew point air. You see the rainfall amounts, nothing off the charts, nothing that I expect flash flooding wise here, but down towards Columbia, the Midlands of South Carolina, that's where you're going to see that risk. Here is Hurricane Rafael about to reemerge off of the island of Cuba, crossed over during the day today. It's going to push towards the west and northwest and head into the Gulf of Mexico. The key here is it doesn't go anywhere close to the United States, actually stays to the south. In fact, there's a trend for this to trend even further south and west, likely staying down towards Mexico over the next 5 days. High pressure building over the north of it, and this upper low moving away keeps the storm down there. So we're not expecting any direct impacts here in the United States. In fact, that system should stay down there. This is kind of typical for November tropical storms and hurricanes. They tend to move north. Remember that pre-event we had before Helene? We called that a predecessor rain event. It's actually what's going on right now here to the south. The difference is that's not going to travel north, and we're not going to see the tropical system follow suit. So we're starting to see a very similar setup there with the heavy rain ahead of this. But as the system goes down into Mexico, we'll dry out. But there's a strong front next week, Thursday, Friday. So this is next Friday, pushing through the Carolinas. And there you go. That's November weather. We're actually going to see some snowfall again in the North Carolina mountains and noticeably colder air for just about everybody. But until we get to next weekend, this is what we're going to see. Above average temperatures at least through this week into next week, and then the cooler air a week from today. So the weekend forecast, a little bit of a cool down, upper 60s, pretty close to average on Sunday, but notice the rain showers, 70% chance. So we'll see some more rain going into next week. Your Guy Roofing 7-day forecast shows the warm up for Monday, though, for Veterans Day. We'll be back in the mid 70s. Let's go 10 days into the future, and you can see that noticeably cooler air pushing in for next weekend with highs in the low 60s, morning lows in the low 40s, and that might seem cool, but that's exactly average for this time of the year.